I love a takeaway. Hey, we all love a takeaway. And each year we get through hundreds of millions of curries, pizza, kebabs, burgers, you name it. If it's quick and easy, in it goes. But what if the next time your fast food arrives, I turn up at the front door, take away your takeaway and send you on a journey to taste the real thing? Hello, Adam. Hello. I'm Dave. Who knows where you'll end up or what you'll find yourself doing. You chaps are going to Italy. You are on the next plane to Texas.
I'm going to India.
The chosen fast food lovers will have just 3 short days to wise up to the origins of their favourite food before making the genuine article for the scariest, most important experts we can lay our hands on. Now, if you'll excuse me a moment, I've got a delivery to make. I'm in Norwich to see a couple of fish and chip lovers in need of an education. Meet Katie. She's 18 years old, and although she's a deep-fried fish and chip addict, she would never cook her own because she can't stand the sight of dead fish. And then there's her best mate Paisley, whose love for all things punk is only equalled by a passion for cod, as long as it doesn't still have its head on. They're about to get a huge shock because we're sending them to Iceland, home of the cod. And to spring this surprise, I've got a job in their local chippy. Thank you. Say hello to Friar Dave. Katie and Paisley are going to find something very special wrapped up in their takeaway. Tickets to Reykjavik in Iceland, the place where much of the UK's fish and chips come from. This time tomorrow, the girls will be up to their armpits in cod, and more cod. Katie and Paisley. Hello, Katie, Paisley, how are you?
Oh! How did you know I knew?
The reason we're here, girls, is that we knew you were going to be here because you're massive fish and chip fans. I'm right saying that.
No.
Anyway, I've got a little test here that I'd like you to take. Is that okay? Yeah. Are you ready? Are you taking this serious, Paisley?
Scared.
How many portions of fish and chips do we eat in a year?
I reckon about 18 million.
Sounds sensible. The answer, 300 million portions
Surely
of
not.
fish and chips in a year. Shock factor. Where does the majority of cod come from?
The sea.
That's true, but hardly specific. Now time to break the news.
It's not going to be a
It's not a
pop-out.
spider. What? I'm confused.
Are you being serious?
Well, I think it's only right that we send you both as friends to Iceland, where you're going to learn all about the fish and chips you love so much.
I haven't got to actually touch a fish, have I? Oh my god. I don't really know what to say. So
Penguins.
maybe
Do they have penguins?
No.
The 1,500-mile trip to Iceland will take them to one of the major fishing countries in the world. Every year, Iceland supplies the UK fish and chip industry with tons of fish. By the time the girls come home, I expect them to be able to catch, gut and cook cod to perfection. But neither of them have ever touched a real fish before, let alone caught one, and the temperature is -10.
Freezing.
No freezing.
And it's not about to get any warmer. I've arranged some Icelandic transport, skidoos.
This has made my head far too heavy for my body.
dear.
Oh my god.
I'm sending the girls to a frozen lake north of Reykjavik to meet their mentor and guide for the trip, Stefan. Stefan is a professional fish chef and ex-trawlerman.
My name is Stefan.
Oh, hi.
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
I am Paisley. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to Iceland.
We have made a bit of an entrance, haven't we?
Yes, I see you. Quite exciting experience here.
I do hope the girls have a good time in sunny Reykjavik, but unfortunately for them, I'm still going to be pulling all the strings from back home in Norwich like a giant, stubbly puppet master. You see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send them little messages every day just to keep them on track because, after all, this ain't a vacation.
Well, girls, I got some message from a fellow named Dave.
Hello, Katie. Hello, Paisley. Now, you're in Iceland and you're there to learn about fish and chips. And for starters, I think you need to get your hands on a real-life fish. Which is why you're going, yep, ice fishing. Make sure you wrap up warm.
Get ready.
Is there any kind of stability aid?
Yes, but it's slippery.
Yeah.
You have to be careful because it's very slippy.
Do you want to wait for me?
Sorry, man. Should we grab hands?
Ice fishing is not for the faint-hearted. Should the ice crack and you fall in, unless you get out immediately, hypothermia is almost certain. Stefan has been fishing here since he was 13 and he knows the lake well.
Let's try.
Regret it.
It's okay. So, come on.
Okay.
That could have gone horribly wrong.
Yeah.
But this lake was water just 3 days ago
So
and the
weird.
girls need some reassuring.
So how much weight do you think it can hold?
A couple of tons.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So you could
Ice.
drive a car on here?
Yeah, I could.
Well, obviously,
Well,
wouldn't be a good idea.
no, we shouldn't do that. So I guess we should make some holes here and
Okay.
start fishing.
Stefan is going to show them how to catch a fish using a rod and line. But first, they need to make a hole and they need to do it without cracking the ice.
That's it.
Keep up the shots.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Bigger.
Come on. Yeah, bigger and do it. Yeah.
I'm pretending it's Katie right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
sharp, man.
Oh, my eyes! Please tell me enough.
Yeah, try out.
Makes you wanna go at bashing.
Drill.
You're pathetic.
Thanks,
Right, what
Edward.
do you want me to do?
Do you want to hold that or turn that?
Well, that's blatantly the thing
Yeah.
you turn.
Oh,
You
yeah.
turn that, not that.
Whoops. Go on then.
Go
I'll
on,
hold
what?
it.
It's not happening, is it?
Oh yeah, you're doing. There you
Are
go.
we actually doing it?
Yeah, you're doing it.
Oh.
Good teamwork.
We've worked out.
With the hole almost made, Paisley must now carefully chip away the final centimetres of ice to prevent it from cracking outwards.
What if a fish jumps out at me?
Well,
Mate.
I'll catch him.
Oh, right.
Whoops. Let's go off.
Was that
Let's
bad?
move. Yeah. Let's move back.
Oh, no.
Let's move back.
Slightly worried now.
The ice has been weakened by the sunny weather. This is what fishermen call rotten ice, and it's impossible to spot until it cracks.
I've seen some of them.
Stefan and the girls are standing right on it.
It's not getting. It's not. It's not holding so many people.
The surrounding ice is now fatally weakened, and they need to move closer to the shore immediately.
I'm really scared now. I'm really worried about the whole cracking thing and having to run for our lives, I must say. Because there's no running on this.
No, I don't.
But Stefan is not giving up easily. In the shadow of the mountain, they try again.
It's colder closer to the land because the land keeps it like there's so much coolness in the rocks, so it's colder here.
Oh.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Finally, they drill through the ice without it cracking. But now Katie and Paisley have to face another fear. The possibility of a real live
Take
fish.
this line and all the way through.
Through the holes.
Yeah.
Stefan shows them how to bait their hooks with prawns.
So I just put as many as I can.
What do we do now? Just leave it there?
Yeah, you leave it just a little bit from the bottom and then just move it a little bit so it gets the fish's attention.
There's literally nothing happening down there. I think it's a bank holiday. Do the fish usually come out alive?
Of course.
An hour has passed in the freezing weather, but there's no sign of a fish.
So how's it going, girls?
I'd like to say, well,
Well, this is a patient job, you know.
Man.
When Katie falls over, their trip is brought to an abrupt halt.
Yeah,
let's move.
it's no joke.
Should we be off then?
Yeah, I think so.
The sun has been warming the lake all day, and even the colder ice closer to the shore is unstable now. They must get off. So, by the end of their first day in Iceland, they have managed to get away without handling a single fish. Something I'm not too happy about, but it does seem to have fueled Katie's interest.
It'd be cool to learn a lot more about Iceland because it seems a really interesting place. Like Stefan was talking a bit about like his background and things. It seems a really cool place. So I'd like to learn a bit more about Iceland. I don't know about you, Paige.
You can't falter observation, can you? If there's one word to describe Iceland, it's cool, man. It's 6 a.m. the next day, and Stefan is on his way to the girls' apartment to get them up.
Girls, wake up.
Miara! You can't go around shining lights in people's faces.
Should I give you guys 10 minutes?
Following their unsuccessful fishing trip yesterday, I need to be sure that today will not disappoint. They don't know it yet, but they're about to come face to face with their favourite fast food in its natural state, the cod.
Put your earphones in. I hope you can hear.
Hello girls, I hope you're enjoying the brisk morning air. Now yesterday, you didn't see any fish, but I'm going to change that for you. Today you're going to see fish, a whole lot of fish, because I've got you a job in a fish sorting factory. You're going to do a 2-hour shift where you're going to clean and fillet yesterday's catch. Good luck.
Oh, is that it?
No.
Can I just quote Katie? I'm not touching a fish. A bit late now. So yeah.
It's going to be messy.
Yeah.
This factory supplies hundreds of fish and chip shops in England. The owner, Matty, and his team process 5,000 fish here every day. And today, he's going to show the girls how to gut and fillet them.
Oh, mate, why don't we come in more often?
I think this is a new look for us. I can't feel my toes.
You recognise this?
Okay. Please don't put it near me.
What?
Have you got your fingers in its eyes?
No, in the eyes, yeah.
Oh.
Is it a cod?
Yeah.
They're pretty big.
I didn't realise they were that big.
Okay. It is one with the guts hanging out. You have to get rid of the guts. Have you ever inside?
Can we stop with the slobbing?
You go into the neck. You loosen the belly flap. You have to carefully loosen the fillet of the bones.
The girls need to pay close attention because tomorrow they will be cooking the fish they fillet at a top Icelandic fish and chip shop for 3 of Iceland's premier fish chefs.
Go on then.
What? I don't want to. You can do it. I'll watch you.
Make the first instant.
I can't. I don't want to do that bit. I'll do that bit.
All right. Okay.
Hey, we're going to make a pig's ear of it.
The fish they are attempting to fillet is a 15-pound cod, which will make 20 fish and chip suppers. First up, Katie takes the plunge.
Katie,
What?
don't be cutting his brains out.
He don't mind.
That's terrible, Katie.
Shut up,
You're
man.
bad. You're a bad person. Well done, darling.
Oh man, it's the tiniest fillet ever. Is that really bad?
I've seen better fillets.
Come on, that's all right. OK, let's see Paisley have a go.
I've never been good with knives.
That's beautiful, man. Oh no, you don't go for it.
Why not?
No, you like there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, man. Oh man, we missed out like half the fish. I know.
We?
Yeah.
OK, I must admit, at that rate, with another 5,000 fish to do, they could be some time. But luckily, help is close at hand.
I'm feeling really cold and smelly. I don't think I want to eat a fish again, to be honest. They're quite ugly.
Paisley may not be feeling very hungry now, but I think the moment has come to take things up a gear. They know how to gut and fillet a fish, but what about cooking it?
So, did you get used to the smell?
I don't think I'd ever get used to the smell.
I'm sending them to the home of Erna Kaba, owner of the fish and chip restaurant where Paisley and Katie will be cooking for 3 experts tomorrow. Let's see what she thinks of their fillets.
A bit.
Some severe cutting, but you know, we can make it look nice. Okay, I think we should start with the potatoes. We do not fry our chips, we oven bake them.
Icelandic fish and chips are very different to British fish and chips. They're much healthier, less greasy, and use extremely fresh ingredients.
What we need to do now is to put them in the oven at the highest temperature. They need around 40 minutes to bake them. So let's take the tray and just stay tuned to the clock.
Whilst they bake in the oven, the girls chop some parsley which will be sprinkled over the potatoes before tackling their fish fillets.
So I think they look pretty much the same. And that's important, so when they fry in the pot, They need the same time, and none goes dry while those are still uncooked. You want to try?
Mate, if you're going to criticise, you can do yourself.
This one is a bit too.
You rubbish, get out.
You need to.
Once the potatoes have baked for 40 minutes, they're taken back out of the oven, chopped, doused in oil and re-baked for 8 minutes.
And I think we need to just make the batter. But it's a very simple recipe.
Batter contains flour, salt, baking powder and water. The fish is then dipped in flour, the batter mix and then deep fried. The secret is to cook it until the batter is just starting to crisp. And now for the moment of truth. How will our grease-loving girls like healthy fish and chips, Icelandic style?
Batter's well nice.
It's well is better than like a fish up in England, I think. They're a lot lighter.
They are nicer as well, aren't they?
Yeah, the chips are a lot nicer.
And a lot more healthy, obviously.
Yeah, after you finish eating them, it's not like, oh, grease. It's like, fish and chips. It's nice.
I like that.
It's their last day in Iceland, and the girls have managed to learn 2 out of the 3 things needed to create the perfect fish for fish and chips: filleting and cooking. But I'm still disturbed that they haven't actually come face to face with a live cod yet and caught one themselves.
Now we have another message from England.
Oh, awesome.
Hello, Katie. Hello, Paisley. Oh, I can see that look in your eye. That look of, we didn't catch any fish at the lake, Dad. Don't worry, girls. I'm going to remedy that for you. In fact, I'm going to step things up a gear because today you're going out on a fishing trawler into the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, what?
And that, my friends, is only half your day because once you've caught your cod, you're going to cook in a fish and chip restaurant for 3, yes, count them, 3 Icelandic fish chefs. Best of luck.
Oh my God.
So,
I feel sorry for these people.
so girls, let's go on and find the boat, shall we?
Have we got someone to guide us, some fisherman?
Hi Katie, I'm Einar.
Hi, I'm Paisley.
Einar's always been a trawlerman and doesn't use a rod and line. Katie and Paisley are about to get the lowdown on commercial fishing, and this time they are leaving Stefan behind. They have a 2-hour journey out to sea where they'll drop their nets. It's -10 and the water is calm, but that can change at any time. It's what makes commercial fishing officially the most dangerous job in the whole world.
Come on girls.
And already the girls are looking uncomfortable.
Whoa, slippery.
Come on here.
Now to haul the nets overboard.
You can hold the other one.
What is it for?
This is to hold up the net.
The 2 floats hold the net apart and create a wall in the water.
Okay, and then you throw this.
Throw it?
Yeah, throw it out.
Whoa, it's pulling me. Is that okay? Can we go inside?
Want to go inside? I thought we were going to get some fish.
Oh, I thought we had to wait for quite a while.
Yeah, just a little. You can see that one.
Things look promising. All the boats nearby are hauling in fish, so it shouldn't be too long until the girls finally catch something.
Hi, girls. There's nothing in it now. We have to try another. Probably to go another location. Try again.
Oh well, no such thing as beginner's luck. Maybe if they put the nets out again.
And then you throw it in.
Mate. Look, that is the most empty net I've ever seen in my life.
And again.
Please be some kind of fish. I'm having a spot of deja vu right now.
And again.
Have you ever come back and there's like none?
Yes, I have.
They've been at sea for 2 hours now, and the only thing the girls have caught is a cold. To add insult to injury, the nearest fisherman, yes you, can't resist showing off his catch. That is an enormous cod, my friend.
I thought that was literally a shark.
Yeah, I want you to make it stop. Paisley, do you want to just get the net and then if there's no fish in it, give out for a bad job? Because it's not being funny. We could be here forever at this rate.
They've tried hard, but in the end the girls failed to come face to face with a real life cod.
Bye. Thank you, nice to meet you.
In truth, it's not entirely their fault. Although the other boats were catching some fish, stocks of cod are at their lowest levels in living memory, and the fishermen don't always bring home a catch. But the day's not over yet. It's time for the girls to head to Erna's fish and chip restaurant to see if their cooking skills are better than their fishing skills. It's the best fish and chip restaurant in Iceland, and there they will not only be cooking for Stefan and Erna, but also that lady, Guga, probably the best known fish chef in Reykjavik.
Sorry.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah. The up and up is not looking so silly now, is it?
No.
In the middle?
Why not? So do we need to find some kind of timing thing? Just need a clock. Clock? No.
We'll keep an eye.
Neither of the girls are wearing a watch, so they decide to guess the timing of the potatoes. Not a great start.
So we need to chop parsley, don't we?
Do you want to help me pick some of these leaves then?
Shall we pick the potatoes?
Yeah.
No, they're not done yet. Well, when they look like jacket potatoes, we'll take them out. Do you want to just boss me about and I'll do what you say?
No. Do you want to start making a batter or do you want to chop parsley?
I'm not very good at chopping.
Paisley steps in and takes charge of the crucial batter
I
mix.
feel like we're missing something. Did we put salt in now? No, we put the salt on afterwards, didn't we?
That's not a good move. They've remembered most of the recipe, but the salt goes in now, not later. In the restaurant, the fish and chip aficionados are waiting patiently.
All right, well, should we just take them out?
They've only been in for 30 minutes, but the girls have decided that it's the moment the potatoes should come out.
They're all starting to look a bit like...
Well, yeah, all right then. I see
Gordon
now why they
Ramsay.
wait for them to cool down. Blip.
Now, the all-important
Yeah, do
fish.
it. Spell them up.
Did we decide cod was in the middle?
Yeah. Sorry.
Mate, that's why we don't do that.
Oh, mate, they're looking good.
This is it. They must face the experts.
Might want to leave them a little bit longer in the oven to get a little bit more crisp on the outside, but they're really, really tasty.
So, the potatoes weren't that far off. What about the fish?
Yeah, I think I'm going to add a little bit of salt.
We don't want to give people heart attacks.
No, that's...
Now, for Guga's judgment.
It's good, yeah. Yeah, well done.
Very good.
So, it may not be perfect, but our girls have passed the test.
On the scale of 1 to 10, I would rate them 8. So good.
Our fish and chip addicts are back in Norwich, and they've invited me round to Paisley's house for tea. Katie, Paisley, have I come to the right place?
No.
That's if I can get past the front door. Have I come to the right place?
Good, thank you.
Oh, he's going to spit it out.
I'll tell you what, I love your chips.